If only you knew what they were saying about you behind your back, you would stop blaming yourself, or you would never even blame yourself in the first place. Narcissists don't talk about you. They talk about in a way that protects their image, their integrity, and what they say behind your back. Literally, you will know what and who they actually are, and it will tell you everything about who they actually are. Today, I'll reveal the real reasons why narcissists talk behind your back and the psychology as to why they need to twist the story. Watch this video. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video today, I really wanted to uncover, look at in more detail what is not actually what they're saying, because it's actually personal to every single one of us, and what they're going to be saying is going to be different from one person to the other, but the theme is always going to be the same. And this is what I wanted to look at, is the psychology actually behind that and how they think it actually helps them. But this can reveal a lot about the narcissist. There's a few things that I want to cover today, and the first one is why narcissists actually do talk behind your back, the 5 most common things that they actually say, the real psychology behind it, and what people actually think when the narcissist does gossip about you. Okay, so let's get into the video. So my friends, it's never nice, it's never kind when someone does talk behind your back. It's very upsetting, and it's always comments and always things that are going to be putting you down, are going to be unveiling or revealing maybe the not so nice parts, but that's in your mind. What a narcissist does is they twist it. They twist the story. They twist the real facts. And the reason why they do this is literally about control. Okay, it's about controlling the narrative, controlling how other people see you, how other people see the situation that the narcissist is trying to paint in front of them. So narcissists will gossip and will talk behind your back for these following reasons. Number 1, to maintain superiority. Number 2, to damage your reputation, to recruit flying monkeys, to have people around them that are going to be on their side, and also to manipulate how others see you. These factors, okay, ultimately matter to the narcissist because they don't want to be exposed. That's the main reason. This is why they are controlling the narrative. They don't want people to see who they really are, like they didn't with you. Like they didn't with you. Do you remember? They created this false narrative, this false self, this illusion of who they really are. And then before you knew it, there they were right in front of you. They weren't this nice person. They weren't this soulmate, this kind person that they made out to be. And this is all about image management. Okay. And it's very important to the narcissist because they really want to control how other people see them. Their image really matters to them. Regardless whether they're an overt or covert narcissist, ultimately the motivation is still the same. It is about image management. They want to build this fake narrative to justify their behavior. And they explain it in such a way that is very believable. Someone who doesn't understand like dark psychology, manipulative, controlling behavior, that person is going to see the narcissist as, oh, okay, they've got a great explanation. They've managed to say it in such a way that actually makes sense. So this will help to keep the admiration for the narcissist going and the attention for them. A lot of ways that this is done, or the most common way that this is done, is through victim mentality. So the narcissist will make out that they've been a victim of your behavior, of your erratic moods, something along them lines, you know? So that's what they will say. All right. And that's all about, again, making that other person feel sorry for them. But none of it is true. But the narcissist does come off as quite believable. And ultimately, this is about deflecting from their real selves, because like I always say in the videos, if that person knew exactly what that person is like, they would never be around them. They'd never hang around with them. And think about it, even in your situation, if you knew that a narcissist was like this, you would have run a mile. Like, you wouldn't have stayed. So this is what they do. This is why it's called image management, because literally that's what they're doing. They are literally curating the narrative, how other people see them and how other people should interpret them. So the most common things that a narcissist will say when it comes to smear campaigns and gossip, the first one is definitely this, that basically you're crazy or there's something a little bit not right with you, or maybe you have mental health issues. That is all about excluding or alluding to certain labels, basically saying that there's something wrong with you and that you're the issue, you're the problem. This is why the relationship couldn't work. This is why things ended up the way that they are. What this really is hugely projection. What they're also doing is pathologizing so that basically nobody believes you. If they are giving you a great explanation, which they will, which they really will, that person is more likely to believe the narcissist because, again, this is victim mentality. The narcissist will pivot this narrative so that it looks like they are the ones that have been hard done by, like, you are so nasty. And this is what pathologizing means. It's about constructing or framing the narrative so that it is in the narcissist's favor. The next thing that they might actually say is that you're obsessed with them. Obsession, they might say that even though, you've said nasty things to them and that you're horrible, but deep down that you still feel something for them and that you can't let them go and that literally you are obsessed over them. So what they're doing is they're flipping the script, aren't they? So basically what they are doing or what they are feeling or what's coming up for them, they are literally saying that it is you, that you are doing this. And ultimately, this protects their ego because it makes them look like the ones that are all right, that everything's going okay for them, that they're not the ones that are at fault here. They'll also be saying something like, I've tried, I did everything possible for them. So again, that shows that they're a kind person, they're really nice, they've tried to make it work with you, or they've tried to make the friendship, the relationship, the co-working, friendship or companionship, they've tried to make it work, but it hasn't. So it means that they're the ones that have tried and that you're the one that hasn't been able to cooperate or be patient. And it looks like you're the one that is instigating this behavior. I mean, seriously, like you could literally go insane trying to prove yourself. And that's the thing, don't. Another one that they might be saying, and again, this is flipping the script, oh, I'm worried about them. They're going to be saying how upset they are over the ending of the relationship, the friendship, the co-working, companionship, whatever it is, whatever capacity you knew this person, they're going to be saying that they're very worried about them, about you, that, maybe you're not coping, there's things that have happened, and that you wish that things were different. So that's the thing, my friends. This is painting themselves in the victim mentality because, come on, if they start gossiping, putting you down, being nasty, think about what that other person is going to be thinking. Well, if they're saying this about them and they claim to love them or be really close to them, what are they going to be saying about me? And this is really fake concern and compassion that really it's disguised as manipulation. Again, it's framing how that person sees you. So what is the real psychology behind it? The main thing is that they fear that they are going to be exposed, that people are going to see through them. Okay, if, like I said, if they're nasty, if they're horrible, people are going to think that that's really who they are. And that's why you couldn't be with them. So what they're doing is they're switching it and making you the issue. I've tried everything. I'm worried about them. It was just too complicated. Like, I don't know why this couldn't work out. And when someone says something like that, I've got to say, like, it is really believable. But, this is what I wanted to say to you, my friends. If you are facing this right now, look, your friends, people that know you, people that care about you, know the real you. They're not going to be believing somebody else's version of the story. And also, if they like you, if they are on your side, and it's not about sides, but in this case, in this scenario, if your friends, your family, co-workers, whoever it is, whatever capacity these other people in, okay, this is about, if they know you, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to try and justify yourself. That person already knows you, and they know the capacity that they know you. So this isn't about trying to defend yourself in this case. All right. You don't need to do that, because usually what the narcissist is saying is going to come out in truth. People do notice. And those of you that are in it at the moment and thinking, oh my God, no, 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 they do. Believe me, the truth always comes out. Another reason why they do that is because they need to destroy that version of you, the truth. Okay, they need to destroy the version of the truth. All right, if they do that, then that means that they become more believable. And that's ultimately what it is. Their fear of being exposed, they need to sound like they are believable. I know that this could be a thing, but I don't think it's very common in certain cases. But maybe they don't want to feel the guilt. Maybe they blame or shift the blame onto you, and ultimately not feeling the guilt. Well, yeah, they are going to be feeling guilty, but they're never going to show you. But what they do is they suppress those feelings so that they don't feel it. And that's why blame shifting comes out. Okay, they will shift the blame onto you, saying that you're the reason why this couldn't work, why the relationship wasn't able to progress. Okay, again, this is all about image management. And what you have to understand, that gossiping and talking behind your back gives them supply, gives them attention, gives them sympathy, and it gives them validation. And everything that they accuse you of is what they secretly are. I just want you to remember that, my friends. So what do people actually think when they are gossiping? Well, eventually, my friends, people start to notice patterns. They'll be thinking things like, why is it that they are the only ones that are victims? How many bad things can happen to this person in such a short space of time? Why do they talk negatively about everyone? Why do their stories never align? And this is what I'm saying, my friends. The truth will always come out. What you've got to understand is the narcissist is not just going to be talking behind your back. They're not going to be gossiping just behind your back. Over time, if you know this person for a longer period of time, they'll be doing it to everyone that they know, because they love to put people down. They love to show other people that they are the ones that are good, and that they are wonderful, and that they are amazing, and that they need to be worshipped and put on a pedestal. But people will start to notice and see holes in their story for those reasons that I've just mentioned. People are going to see that things are just not aligning. And why is this person saying these things? And the narrative of their conversation is always this. And then what happens is your reputation recovers and their mask slips. People begin to see the real them. So if you are dealing with this, how do you protect yourself? The main thing that I would say to you is stay silent. Yes, my friends, stay silent. This isn't about you taking it and just going with it and just being a doormat. No, no, no. You need to stay silent. Don't defend yourself. Let the story collapse around them. Keep receipts and boundaries. Your behavior speak louder than their narrative through your silence. And what you have to understand is people who have emotional intelligence, okay, they will see through the narcissist's narrative. So, my friends, what they're saying behind your back, okay, whatever it is, whatever context it is, it's not the truth. And at the time, it is very difficult, it's very challenging. But the thing is, people do see through it. So I just want you to know that, my friends. If this video has resonated with you and you have been able to take some great suggestions from it, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And I, my friends, will see you in the next video. Goodbye.